Hi, I'm Lori Cooper. Thank you for this opportunity. It was 2003, and I was living my life like it was golden in every sense of the word. I had a wonderful career. I traveled often, and I had everything I really wanted. I must admit, I had considered being a kidney donor in the past, but at this stage in my life, it was the furthest thing from my mind. I was registered in my state's registry to become a donor as soon as I became of age. And then one day my mom called and she informed me she was in kidney failure. I didn't hesitate to offer to donate a kidney because I knew firsthand what a difference transplants made to the recipients. The donation will always begin with the need for a kidney and the willingness to donate. Some kidney patients may be reluctant to ask friends and loved ones to donate for a variety of reasons, while others will publicly ask for donations. This choice is highly personal and neither is wrong or right. Unfortunately, some people will never consider transplantation due to fear of rejection or the many myths about donations and becoming a donor. Some people are not presented with the option of kidney donation, which is why it is imperative to educate the community at large about the process and the benefits and the risk of transplantation and donation. Donating a kidney is one of the most unselfish acts of love. At the pre-transplant visit, the healthcare team explains to the donor and recipient the donation process. This is an excellent time for both parties to ask any questions they may have and dispel any myths they may have heard. During the visit, the team will explain the matching process, insurance requirements, and also tell them about the support that's offered by the medical team, and they can address any other outstanding questions or issues that either party will have. The first psychological evaluation is one of many during the process, and all psychological visits are one-on-one. And this meeting is one of the most relevant of the process because the recipient and the donor are asked to consider questions they may not have thought about. It is critical that the donor does not feel pressured or is not coerced into making a donation. Equally important is that both parties are aware of possible mental and emotional changes. On the surface, receiving or donating a kidney seems to be medical and or physical, but in reality, it is a multi-level experience for both parties. One persistent myth is that religious organizations forbid organ donation. In fact, the majority of religions worldwide do not object to organ donation. You want to donate. And at first glance, the test that you're going to be approached to take to be approved for donation will seem daunting. They go well beyond an annual physical, and they're not looking for a particular ailment. They're looking at everything. But when the tests are complete, you can rest assured that if you are approved, you are healthy. Along the way, there's going to be meetings with social workers and more psychological meetings to ensure that you're not having to change your heart and that changes in your life because of your decision to donate remain manageable. Congratulations, you've been cleared to donate. This is a huge deal. By now, the full impact of your donation has hit, and you realize more than ever the positive, life-changing effect your donation will provide. There are several reasons a willing donor cannot donate. Unfortunately, being a close relative does not guarantee a match. But thanks to medical advancements in anti-rejection drugs, doctors are able to match more donors and recipients than in the past. The utilization of paired donation has also helped to ensure better matches. Okay, so now everything you've gone through has led to this moment. Anxiety and nerves are at an all-time high for everybody involved. It's important to remember if a family member is donating to a family member, there are two relatives going through major surgery, which can be stressful on the family members waiting on their loved ones to come out of surgery. In my case, my mother and I were in a double wide prep room, She and my sister were able to be by my side. We had prayer before they wheeled me away. And I found this to be very comforting as this was my first surgery. When I came to, my mother was in surgery and I was offered a cleared liquid diet. My surgery was at 7 a.m. and I was released the next morning. The next morning, when breakfast was served, I was actually sitting in my chair. I was able to go see my mother in the surgical ICU before I left the hospital. Despite my family pleas, I went back to the hospital the next day. I can't say that I wasn't in any pain, but it wasn't enough to stop me from going to check on my mother. I was off work on a paid medical for 8 weeks. And the hardest part of that was not being able to drive for 6 of the 8 weeks that I was off. But I had absolutely no complications from surgery whatsoever. One myth that I thought before a donation was that I would need to follow a special diet, watch my fluid intake. This is not true. Of course, you're always encouraged to follow a healthy diet. I was also afraid of weight gain and water retention after surgery. I was assured this would not be the case, but I was skeptical. I actually lost a considerable amount of weight after the surgery, which is part of the body's natural healing and adjustment to one kidney. I gained the weight back and leveled off at my pre-surgery weight. I did not gain any weight due to the surgery. As a matter of fact, I lost weight when I watched my diet and exercise, and I gained weight when my lifestyle encouraged gains. The one thing that really worried me in the beginning was, would I be able to go back to my enjoyable life? Would I be able to travel? Would my energy be depleted? Could I still enjoy the rich foods that I loved? And could I still have a good stiff drink whenever I wanted? None of those changes are mandatory, but a healthy lifestyle is always encouraged. After getting my clean bill of health, I decided I wanted to change my ways and live a healthier lifestyle. My lifestyle wasn't horrible, but I knew I could make improvements. So in the end, not only did I help my mother, but I took better control of my health. I realized health is wealth, and I'm so glad I did because I will always believe it led to a better outcome when I had a serious health issue years later. My mother's transplant was a success. I went back to living my life, doing all the things I had previously enjoyed. I was definitely more health conscious. I exercised more. I drank less pop and alcohol, added more water. But like most people, I would wane from those high set goals and come back to them. Donors are closely monitored for their medical team for 2 years. I volunteered for a research study that required close monitoring for 5 years. During that time, my kidney function was normal and I was given a clean bill of health. My kidney journey would not be complete without Apollo. Most people think, oh, I'm not diabetic, I don't have high blood pressure, nobody in my family has been affected by kidney disease. I really don't need to worry about that one. Well, Apollo seeks to understand why so many people of African descent without the precursors for kidney disease suffer the fate of kidney disease. If the researchers can get closer to knowing why some people are disproportionately affected by kidney disease, then at the very least, better treatments can be developed while a cure is being sought. After some unforeseen health issues, I was contacted by an Apollo researcher. Through Apollo, I've had the opportunity not only to learn more about kidney disease, but to educate and encourage members of my community to take kidney health seriously. The research being conducted by Apollo Research Study is groundbreaking and offers hope for countless of people at risk for kidney disease. For me, Apollo offered a beacon of hope in one of the darkest hours of my journey. I would like to send my heartfelt thanks to Apollo and everyone involved for the work that they do, and especially for including me, because it is a major part of my lifelong dream to live, laugh, love, leave a legacy. Donating a kidney is a major decision, one that will hopefully have a positive effect on you for the rest of your life. I encourage you, if the situation presents itself, to research and investigate the possibilities or sign up for your state's registry to become an organ donor. Thank you for allowing me this time to speak with you. You are appreciated.